Hello, my name is Miles Phillips, and I'm the Senior Director of Product Management here at Terrazzo. I'd like to spend just a couple minutes today talking to you about Terrazzo's thoughts on when we approach customers with Flex or when we want to look at a COM solution instead. And when we're thinking about this, I really like to think about this across three different factors. First off is the cost for the project. Second off is schedule and time to market. So how soon do they need to get the solution to the marketplace? And third, what is the overall work that they're looking to accomplish? From a cost perspective, when you're working with Twilio Flex, a lot of times your implementation cost is lower because there's not as much of a build involved. But the flip side is your ongoing operating costs are a bit higher due to the licensing around Flex. So one of the important things when we talk to a customer about is are they more structured to do a budget more upfront and build out, or are they more scheduled for operational cost? And sometimes that's going to impact the decision on which way they want to go. The next thing to think about is time to market. And I like to think about this. Do they have a upcoming deadline that's very quick? Do they need something in production here in the next 2 to 4 weeks? And when we're thinking about projects like that, a lot of times it makes sense to use Flex, given the fact that there's so much built out with Flex already, and it's really an accelerant if you have a traditional contact center use case. The last thing we like to consider is the scope of work. So what is this project we're doing? And I like to look at this from a perspective of how much of what the customer's looking to do is accomplished with Flex, and how well their workflows align with what's in Flex. Sometimes we have projects that are spot on, perfect match. They'll ready to use Flex exactly how it's written. And in those cases, Flex is a great product. And other times, you'll find where the way Flex works just really isn't conducive to the customer. Maybe they're not a traditional contact center use case, or maybe there's something different with their use case. There's plenty of times where it makes more sense just to build straight out with comms products. I can think of one example with a past customer where they had a CRM that they built homegrown from scratch, and they were really just looking to add in the communication capabilities. They wanted to be able to click to call and be able to text message with their customers. And we chose to build that all out directly with comms products right within their existing platform because it was a great use for them. So at the end of the day, just to wrap it up in conclusion, when we're thinking about projects from a Flex or comms perspective, we like to think about cost. Do they want upfront implementation cost or licensing costs after the fact? How fast do we need to get the project to market? Do we have time for a build out, or do we need to go with something pre-built? And the scope of work. Is what they're looking to accomplish work with Flex, or is it vastly different? And those are some of the things we look at for Terrazzo for determining whether a project should be Twilio Comms or Twilio Flex, or a mixture of both. Thank you.